Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we're going to be shopping my stash again, but before we shop my stash, I'd like to tell you guys about the products that I used last week and whether or not they're going to stay in my collection. So let's get started. So the first one here is the Tarteist Pro Remix palette. The outside packaging to this is kind of like the design where it moves and shifts and everything as you tilt the package because it's got that texture to it. I really like the packaging. The back of it is just a gold that actually gets a lot fingerprinted, so if you don't like fingerprints, you're gonna be cleaning those up all the time. The inside has a generous size mirror in here, so the mirror is very, very nice. The colors themselves, it has a very unique color story, I feel like, for Tarte, so I really like the color story. The only thing I don't like about this is two colors. There's two colors that I feel like are not that great. So the first one here is Graphic. Graphic, the reason why I feel like this one is not that good is because it's got these tiny sparkles in here and you're like, oh, it's like a purple shade. But when you put it on your eyes, it's basically a black, and then the sparkles don't even actually stay. They start to fall out on you. So this one is not a good one in my opinion. Then the other one is Mashup. Mashup, in my opinion, is not good because it's just weak. The color payoff is not that great. And then that one just, to me, it's not the best shade. Out of all these though, my favorite shades are Color Explosion. I love Color Explosion. That is absolutely gorgeous. I love Inspiration. Inspiration is spectacular. This palette is actually very surprisingly very, very good. This is one that I feel like I would reshop my stash for quite a bit because I enjoyed playing with this a lot. Actually, you can tell that like the word Tarte is actually completely gone from here. Almost gone from here, almost gone from here. So you can tell that I really played with this palette quite a bit this past week. So I really did enjoy this one. I love this palette. It is definitely not leaving my collection. So that is definitely staying. The next thing is this right here. This is a Pixi Cosmetics. This is the Pixi by Petra. This is the Book of Beauty. So this is the minimal makeup look. I like the highlight in here, which is the shade right down here. I really do like the highlight. But other than that, I don't like this palette. I feel like the color payoff is very minimal. It doesn't have enough pigmentation to it. I feel like I'm like jabbing my brush in there just to get a little bit of color, and it just doesn't help. So for me, this is just not a palette that I really did enjoy. I think this palette would be great for somebody who's like just beginning in makeup. That would be perfect for them. Other than that, it's not for me. So this one is actually going to be decluttered from my collection. So that one will not be going back in my stash. The next thing is the Too Faced. This is the Soulmates bronzer. So it's like a blush bronzer. Let me show you what it looks like. So it's got a generous sized mirror in here, but then it's got the blush and it's got a bronzer in here. And this one is in Carrie and Big. I think that's the one I have. Yes, Carrie and Big. I really want the Ross and Rachel one as well because the Ross and Rachel one is more of a pinky tone. This is more of a peachy tone for the blush. I love this palette. I love the way that I can combine the blush with the bronzer very easily. You guys know, if you've watched my channel for a little while, that I love mixing my blush and my bronzer together. So this is one that I absolutely love. I wish they still made this because I personally would recommend that you guys buy it. If you don't have this palette already, oh gosh, it's such a good one. It really is. The bronzer is beautiful. The blush is beautiful. In combination together, it's gorgeous. So I love this palette. It's definitely not leaving my collection either. The next thing is the IT Cosmetics. This is the IT Cosmetics. It's called the CC Veil Beauty Fluid Foundation. And I have this one in the shade medium. And then I also have one over here. These are the same exact thing pretty much, and this one's in light. This one's not open, so I didn't use this one this week, so I'm just going to put that back in my stash. But the medium shade I did use, and I really did enjoy this. The way that this product works is like a sponge. So you pick this up, and then underneath here is like a little sponge. So it's like a cushion compact, I think is what they call those. So it does come with like a little sponge applicator, which is right here. I don't like to use the little sponge applicators that it comes with, just because I'd rather use my beauty blender. I like using my beauty blender with it better. So I really do love this product though on my skin. It makes my skin look nice and healthy and glowy. It doesn't make my skin look dry and cakey whatsoever. So I really do enjoy this. I do have to use a setting powder all over in order to make this stay, so that it doesn't like kind of come off, but I love it. So it's definitely not leaving my collection either. So keeping that one. The next thing is the little tree. Actually, there's 5 of these. So we have 5 different colors here, and these are all from Saucebox Cosmetics. So these are just 5 eyeshadows from Saucebox. These eyeshadows are not anything to write home about, I'll be honest with you. I don't love this shade right here, which I thought for sure would be absolutely gorgeous, because if you look at that in the pan, you're like, oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. But it kind of does the same thing as the Tarte one does, where it looks like it's going to be really pretty on the lid, but then there's just a ton of fallout from the sparkle. The other colors in here are beautiful. This one is not that good, so if I were to declutter any of these, it would be that one there. The other one, I would just put this one in there. These all look very similar. These can be used as blushes. I did use these as blushes a little bit this week as well, since my Pixi did not work out so well as a blush, so I did use these as a blush. But they're highly pigmented, so you're going to have to be very careful when you're using these as blushes, because it will go in pretty pigmented. But I do like the pinks. I just don't like that shade right there, which I don't know if it actually tells the name of the bottom one. Yep. It's actually Fireworks is what it's called. I don't know if it's focusing or not, but it's called Fireworks. So I don't like that shade right there. So if you guys ever see these, don't get Fireworks. It's not that good in my opinion. The other shades are actually really good. So the other shades are Ornament. And then we have More Wine. I'm trying to get it to flip so you can see it. More Wine. And then we also have Cinnababy. And then the last one is this one right here, which is Marie Antoinette. So these are all just pressed eyeshadows. They're all really nice except for that one. That one is just not good in my opinion. So I'm going to actually remove this one out when I put this away and put that into a separate little Z palette so I can start donating these to somebody else, because I just don't enjoy that one. So I'll keep the rest, but I'll donate the more colorful Fireworks shade. Then we have all these LipStories. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 LipStories. These were very surprising to me because I didn't think I would like them, to be honest with you, because some of the colors I was like, there's no way I'm going to love this color right here, which is number 51, which they don't say a name, it's just a number. So number 51, it looks like this right here. I thought for sure I would hate it, but I love the shade on my lips. This is one that really surprised me. I'm like, oh my gosh. These have a little bit of a sweet taste to them when you put them on your lips, so they taste really good. So just be careful not to lick your lips too much, because it is a lipstick, so it's going to smear. But these are really, really nice. I love this shade. I love the shade right here, which is number 2. This is a very light nude shade. I don't typically love a whole lot of nudes, but this nude looked really well on my lips, so I did love that one as well. Then this one right here is number 12. This one, I don't really love this color because I'm not huge on like that Barbie pink shade. So this one's actually going to be decluttered from my collection. The next one is this right here. This is number 31. And 31 I really do like because I like a purple shade. I do like purple shades. And this is more of a purpley mauve type of shade. I'm going to keep that one. And then this one right here is the same thing. It's like a deep purple though. I don't love this deep of a purple, so I'm going to declutter this one as well. And that was number 33. So those two are going to get decluttered. And then the last one here is 22. 22 is a bright red, but it's like a blue tone red. So I really do like that because blue tone reds really do help with your teeth, making them look whiter. So I'm going to keep that one as well. So I'm going to keep 4 out of the 6, but I'm going to declutter 2. The next thing is this. This is the Farsali. This is called the Jellybeam Illuminator. I don't like this at all. Not at all. I think this looks terrible on my skin. I cannot figure out how to make it work well for my skin. It's goopy looking. I don't like the consistency to it. It reminds me of like something my kids would play with when they were little, and I'm like, I don't like this. So this is actually going to get decluttered as well. So bye-bye. The next thing is this right here. This is my, this is the one that stays in my collection like every week. This is my Wet n Wild Creme Brulee. So that stays in my collection. This stays in my collection, which is the Elemis that I use for my BoxyCharm. The Cinnababy, I think that's how you pronounce it, stays in my collection. And then as well as this right here. This is the Tarte Indigo Blue. No, yeah, the Indigo Cream. So all these pretty much I reshop my stash for every week because these are good skincare items that I use consistently. The next thing is this right here. This is something that I shopped my stash for last week, but I decided to retry it again because I wanted to see if it worked better with a brush and a sponge combo. I love it that way. So you guys were so right that I need to step out of my box kind of and try a brush. It works really well with a brush and a sponge combo, so I'm going to hold on to this now. I am in love with the way that it looks on my skin, so keeping that. The next thing is this right here. This is the Wonder Wing, and this is by Rimmel. I do not like the shape to this. The shape is really, really strange. I'm like, what in the world is going on here? It's so odd. So when I try to use this on my lids, it just, I don't know, it's really strange. It does work well, but it's not anything that I am completely in love with, so I'm going to declutter that from my collection. Then we have the IT Cosmetics number 50 Serum Collagen Veil. This is the anti-aging primer. I love this primer. I don't notice that it does a whole lot for my skin, but it supposedly is a skincare benefit plus a primer, so I am going to hold on to it. It's almost empty, like we're almost completely out, so that one will be used up very soon. The next thing is the Stellar Cosmetics. This is the Cosmic Face Powder in Haze. This worked really well. I was very surprised. You guys had mentioned that this was a really good setting powder, and I was quite surprised how much I like this. So I'm thinking about purchasing another one of these at Sephora because this is so messy. I feel like I've just made a giant mess out of it. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I feel like it's quite messy. The next thing is the IT Cosmetics. This is the Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. This is a really, really good concealer, but you need to use the teeny tiniest amount. Don't use a bunch of this stuff because it is hard to blend out if you use too much. Not only that, it will start to look cakey under your eyes. If you use just a teeny tiny amount, then you're going to really love this. It has really good coverage, so keeping that. The next thing is this right here. This is the Tarteist mascara. I love this mascara. I don't know why I love it though, because it's like the wand. I thought for sure I would hate it because of the wand, but I love it. It's so good. It makes my lashes look nice and full. It gives them some length. It doesn't give much of volume, but it definitely gives them some length. So I really do enjoy this. So I'm going to hold on to that as well. Then we have this Aqua Reveal. This is the Smooth Talker Water Peel for Lips. This stuff is really cool. This stuff, you put it on your lips, it comes out kind of like a liquidy type of product. It looks like serum. You put it on your lips and then you kind of like rub your lips together and then immediately it removes all that dead dry skin. Love this. This is really, really cool, and it's not like, sometimes when you use an exfoliator on your lips, I notice that my lips start to feel kind of raw. This does not ever make my lips feel raw, so keeping that. Then we have the Benefit Cabrow. So this is the little thing. It comes like this, and this is my older one. I have a newer one because I do enjoy this product because it's really good for the brows. I think this one's pretty much dried out though, so I'm going to call this one done because every time I try to use this, I feel like I'm not getting much product because it's kind of dried out, so I'm going to call this one done. So I'm going to stick that in my empties. And that is everything. Well, our little basket is empty now except for this little powder poof, which goes with another one of my IT Cosmetics things. So I'm going to stick that over there, and I'll have to wipe this basket out so I can get it ready for our upcoming stash. So I'm going to move everything to the side here so we can start shopping my stash. So we've got our little buggy here. So there's the buggy, and then we're going to go to a foundation drawer. I did recently get a new foundation. You guys might see it right there. It's the Besame. This is the Cashmere foundation stick, so I think that's the one I'm going to pull for this week just because it's new and I want to try it out, so that way there I can declutter pretty much as soon as things come in my collection. If it's not good, you need to leave, so we're going to try that. So I'm going to stick that in my basket. Since I don't know if it's drying or anything, I'm definitely going to pull something that's ultra hydrating to use with that as well. Let me open it up so I can show you guys what it looks like. Let me set the basket down. I'll open this up so you can see what it looks like. Besame Cosmetics, their stuff is so pretty, their packaging is, so I really enjoy their packaging. So here's what it looks like. It's just a stick, but it's like really pretty packaging. And then I have the shade Honey, which is 804. Oh my gosh, I can't open. So here's what the shade looks like. So it might be a tad light for me, but that's okay. We can bronze up. That's no big deal. I'd rather something be too light than be too dark. So I'm going to stick that in our basket. We're going to use that this week. So that is our thing. Now, I asked you guys on my video on Saturday if you guys wanted me to choose a palette, which letter you would like. So actually 3 letters won. We had L, M, and T. So we're going to just start with L because that was the first one, and then next week we'll do M, and then the following we'll do T. So we'll just do it that way. That way there, it's kind of already helped me out for the next 3 weeks. So we're going to go up to the palette drawers. So as you guys can tell, I have gotten my palettes all organized now, so they're nice and neat and organized. So letter M starts right here, starts with the Lorac palettes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close my eyes. Promise you guys, I'm closing my eyes. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to just pull a palette. So we're going to grab one out of here. I'm going to turn my head so my voice might sound a little bit different, so you know that I'm definitely not looking. Let's see which one. I feel like this one. So let's pull this one. Ooh, this is the Lorac Pro. This is the number 4. So, and I don't think we've played with this yet, so that's perfect. So here's what it looks like. Actually, I have played with it. I have played with this palette, so we're just going to play with it again this week. So that is the palette we're going to be using for this coming week, so I am excited to try that one out. Hopefully you guys are excited as well because you guys chose. Maybe what I can do is like somehow get all of my palettes like in a kind of like a random thing and then just draw a palette out that week, write them all down, and then we'll just randomly draw. You guys pick a number or something and we'll just randomly pick them that way. I don't know. I have no idea how we're going to pick them from after the next 3 weeks because like I said, next week we'll do M. So that is the palette we're going to use. I'm going to stick that in our cute little buggy. So I'm going to pick our buggy up. It's going to travel. So now we're going to travel over to here and we're going to go down to primers. So in the primer drawer, we need to pull this out and find something hydrating because you guys know, I don't know if that foundation is going to be drying or not. I think I want to pull this out because I did order the e.l.f. Whoops, you guys can't even see. I did order the e.l.f. One that's supposedly a dupe, so I want to go ahead and start using this so when my e.l.f. one does come in, I can be using both in combination. So this is the Tarte, the Silk Canvas. This is pretty hydrating for my dry skin, so I am going to pull that one for this week to use with my stick foundation. Stick that up there, and now we're going to move into the blush palettes. So this is my blush palettes. This is one that I haven't tried for actually at all yet. This is one that I got at Christmas time, but you guys probably saw this in my haul. So here's what it looks like. This is the Lorac one. This is an Aurora, Tea Rose, Bold Spirit, Technicolor, Blossom, and Opalescent. So we have a highlight in here and we have blushes. So I think that's what we're going to use for highlight and blush for this week. So that is the one I'm going to use. This is the Shine Bright Color Source. So that is what we're going to use for highlight and contour, or highlight and blush. So I'm going to put that in the basket, put this in the basket. Now we're going to move over to here and we're going to go down to lipsticks. So we have, do we have any more kits? Yep, we do. We have another kit in here. So we'll try this kit out this week. So this is the Sephora Cream Lip Stain. So I think we're going to try this kit out and see how good it works for me. This is, I don't know, it's got a bunch of different colors in here. I think the Sephora lip stains are actually really beautiful as well. So I am going to use that one this week. That goes in the basket. Now we do need a contour bronze because I have a feeling that foundation is going to be quite light for me. So why not go ahead and pull another Lorac product? Let's pull the Lorac Pro. So we'll pull that. So we have pretty much all Lorac almost for the face. So we'll pull this one and let me show you what it looks like on the inside. Here's what it looks like on the inside. The colors are actually really nice. So I think this will be a good one to use for this week. So we've got our shimmer highlight, we've got medium contour, yellow highlight, beige highlight, light contour, and deep contour. So we've got a combination of things that we can use in there. And we don't need to pull a highlighter, so we don't need to pull anything from that drawer. The next thing we need to do is go ahead and go up to our powder drawer. So let's move on up, moving on up. All right, oops. You guys see I have my Besame in here as well, my new Besame powders. So I think my ISO might be a little high here. So let me tone you down just a little bit. There we go. That might be a little bit better. So I think we're going to pull one of these Besame powders and use them this week so we can start trying them out individually, and then we'll compare them all once I've tried them all out. So let's try one that I haven't tried yet because I've tried the purple one. I've tried the Brightening Rose. I don't know if I've tried these two. And I know I haven't tried this one, the Vanilla Chai. Let's try the Vanilla Chai. I think this one's supposed to be for deeper skin though, so wish me luck. So as a backup, just in case, we're going to pull this because I do have to have something to set my lids or my under eyes. So I'm going to use my wait, is this the Hydra Mist? Wait, is this the right one? Did I declutter the wrong one? Oh no. Hydra Mist Refresh Powder. I think I may have decluttered the wrong powder from my collection, guys. Is it back here? Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh, I was about to freak out. Here it is. I was scared. This is the Becca, this is the under eye brightening. So this is the one that I love to use for my under eyes because it works really well for me. So I'm going to use that one just in case the powder doesn't work, the Besame powder. So we got to have a backup. Oh, got to get that to close. Get in there. Get in there. Now we're going to pull a concealer. actually eye primer. So here's eye primer. So we've got this all nice and organized. So for eye primer, I'm going to pull, I ended up keeping this one, so I'm going to use this. You guys may see that in my upcoming declutter that I tossed this one out, but I am going to keep this. This is the Luscious Angel Eyes eyeshadow base. So I haven't given this one enough of a shot, so now's the time to give it a shot. So I'm going to use that one. And then we have concealer. So as for concealer, I'm going to pull something different that I haven't played with for a while. I have 2 of these Estee Lauder double wears, and I don't have any open, so I'm going to pull one of these out and try this out. This is the Estee Lauder double wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer, and I have it in the shade Light Medium Cool. So let's see what it looks like. So here's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. It's the double wear. So I'm going to use that one this week. So we'll put that in our basket as well. Oops, it just fell out of the basket. I was like, no, I'm not going in. Okay, now we're going to move up to mascara. So in the mascara drawer, I'm going to pull one. Let me see. It's over here. Whoops. It's trying to slide out. He's like, I'm coming. What's this? This is the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. So let's use this one. I haven't used this one in a little while. So let's use the Milk Makeup. And then, oh my gosh, I'm like getting ready to lose everything out of my little shopping buggy. Ink liners. So these are basically all black ink liners. So I'm going to pull one of these. Going to pull Makeup Forever. I haven't used the Makeup Forever in a while, so I'm going to pull that one to use. This is the Makeup Forever. This is the graphic liner. Stick that in the basket. Color ones. So these are color type of products. So I'm going to pull one color one. I'm going to pull this green one right here. I love the shade. That shade is gorgeous. This is the Stila. This is the Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner. So I'm going to use this one this week, and it's in the shade, don't know what shade it is. Turquoise. So we're going to use that this week. Okay. And then as for brows, so we're up in the brow products. So I'm going to pull, what's this? I haven't used this in a while. This is the LA Colors, the Browy Wowie. This is the brow pencil. I might pull that because it's been a little while. And this is a very affordable brow product, so you guys can see this in action this week. I'm going to pull that. So I think we have shopped our stash thoroughly except for a lip product. You guys know I like to shop for... Holy smokes, everything just fell. So we're going to shop for a lip product. So down in here we have all of the lip treatments. So all of the lip treatments in here. So I'm going to pick one of these. I think I want to use, let's use the Jouer. This is the Jouer, the Essential Lip Enhancer. This is the conditioning lip treatment. So we're going to use that this week. So we'll put that in our basket. And then we did drop a couple things over on the side, but that is everything in the basket for this week. So that is what our basket looks like. A jumbled mess. Looks like when I go shopping for real. So anyway, that is everything I'm going to be using. I'd love to know if you guys are shopping your stash as well. Also, I will still be using this right here, the Morphe setting spray. I love the setting spray. So I'd love to know if you're shopping your stash as well. Let me know, what did you shop your stash for? Are you shopping for older products or newer ones? Because we got a little bit of mixture of all of them in this week's stash. So anyway, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.